What's going on, everybody? Clan Brandalorian. My name is Brandon. As always, if you're into anything in the Star Wars universe, whether that's lore, theories, Funko, Lego, I guess lightsabers, go ahead and consider subscribing. You can change your mind later. And before we get started, I just want to give a huge shout out to the team over at Saber Theory. I did win this as an Instagram giveaway, and I mean, this is the first lightsaber in my collection. So I was super stoked to win this, and a huge shout out to Luke's Lightsabers for DMing me and letting me know that I was the winner. So with that being said, let me show you guys what this thing can do. And here it is, the Saber up close. This is the night edition. I absolutely love the colorway here with the little two-tone silver and gray. One thing I noticed right away was this lightsaber is very sleek. Some will have a lot of chunky aspects to them, but since this one is very sleek from top to bottom, it's very good in hand. You can twist off the bottom here, and this allows you to connect to other lightsabers that have a little dual blade action, and also the speaker is located right here in the bottom. And we can untwist the entire thing in half, and this is where the battery is located and a little slot for some SD cards to upload more fonts. And yeah, a little red kyber crystal, just a little wrapping on the battery, nothing too fancy. And the box here is very simple, nothing too crazy. Of course, it comes with the lightsaber hilt, comes with some Allen wrenches and some hardware, and of course the blade itself. Let's knock the lights and see this thing in action. Very self-explanatory. You take 3 little screws and you screw on the blade with the Allen wrench. So what we're going to do is go ahead and hold this button until it turns on.
Power on.
So right away you can either hit the button once or you can kind of give it a little twist and the saber will ignite. So let's go ahead and go through some of the different sound fonts. And the user manual will show you how to use these proper functions. So if we hold this here for 4 seconds, we'll go through the sound fonts.
Double agent.
And this will be Mara Jade.
The princess.
Princess Leia. That's such a nice cyan right there. Get your way. Very smooth too.
Fallen apprentice magenta.
And this is Cal Kestis. And it sounds just like the game. And if you press the button once here, that'll symbolize some blaster deflects. Here's a lockup effect that's pretty cool. So yeah, you can get dramatic with it and kind of sell it.
The Dark Lord Order.
And here is Lord Vader. And I will say this red is just a little too light color right here. A little pink. Here is Master Qui-Gon Jinn. But it's weird because it shows the color blue. It kind of siphons through. I know you can change the color here. So if you hold it for 2 seconds.
Color change.
Now it's going to go ahead and go through a cycle of all the colors. So we're going to go ahead and wait till this goes to green and we'll select it.
Color selected.
And there's that nice green.
The third hunter.
And we have the third sister, Reva Servander.
The sun.
Here is Luke Skywalker. Of course, this is going to the blue color here.
The Dark Empress.
Here is Rey from The Rise of Skywalker and the flashback of her being a Sith Lord. Here is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wanderer.
And here is Terran Malicos.
The Knight.
Here is Kylo Ren. And you can hear that static there, just like in the movies.
The Assassin.
The Shadow Lord himself, Darth Maul.
The Dark Sword.
Now, in my opinion, this is the best one of the loaded fonts here. Just listen how crisp this is.
New Horizon.
Here is Rey from The Rise of Skywalker.
The Chosen.
Here is Anakin Skywalker. One of the most iconic lightsabers right here.
Truly Lost.
Here is Darkside Cal Kestis. And here are some minor functions. Hold it once,
Volume low.
and then it's going to turn the volume down. Hold it once again. Now it's mute. So when we turn it on, nothing. So if you're trying to be sneaky in the house, you ain't trying to wake nobody up, this is what you do right here. You put it on volume low. Volume mute, per se.
Volume high.
Now if we hold it for 2 seconds,
Pulse.
it's going to do a pulse. Hold it for 2 seconds again.
Standard mode.
Standard mode, this is going to be normal. Hold it for 2 seconds one last time.
Flash blade.
And this is going to be the flash blade. So it's very flashy. If you have a trigger warning for this, I would not do this. And then if you hold it for 2 seconds while it's going like we did earlier, it'll do a little color change.
Color selected.
And if we hold it for 3 seconds,
Standard mode.
it'll go back to standard mode. And then, of course, to shut it off entirely, you hold it for 10 seconds. So here we go.
Power off.
And it's off. Just like that. So like I said at the beginning, a huge thank you to Saber Theory for gifting me this lightsaber. And I want to get more now. So with this being a Baselit model, I do want to upgrade to the Xenopixel or the Profi. That way I can see the other adventurous sides of lightsaber collecting. The link to this exact saber will be down in the description, so make sure you go check that out. This is one of the more affordable ones. But with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. May the Force be with you. Clan Brandalorian, I'm out.